right. Most of the time, I'm right. Except for Call of Duty. No. That was a very big surprise by Infinity Ward, and I applaud them for it. I applaud them for surprising us with how well they actually made Call of Duty Ghosts.
Most likely an accident, but
yeah,
still worked.
Said the fucking custodian saw that the computer was on, and
he typed dick nuggets or something stupid, and it coded it correctly. Just fucking worked. He thought it'd be funny, and it worked. And they fired him.
Now you can find an Easter egg in there with dick nuggets in there.
XXBY. Left trigger. Triangle. Just for the fuck of it. If you can find it.
But one game that we're going to start off with today is Assassin's Creed 3. Because fuck you, that's why.
Yeah.
That game was literally so horrible. I actually did want to kill myself because of it. I mean, it's bad whenever you have suicidal thoughts because of a game. You're like, you know, because you look forward to it so much, and then you get it, and you're just like, what? Wait, that's it?
The fuck is this shit?
What the fuck is this shit? I mean, because you know what? I did play through the whole thing, which was very surprising, because I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan, and it just literally tore the story to shreds. And it was like, hey, you're playing as Desmond more. Who wants to play as fucking Desmond more, first off? Nobody. Everybody hated Desmond, and I understand why. He was very annoying.
They didn't show enough of him in the first ones.
Exactly, to actually make him relevant to the story.
He felt pointless.
Yes.
Tedious, there you go. They felt tedious. Like, fuck, I don't want to do these missions. I'm going to get back to the fucking game.
Especially whenever you break out of Abstergo.
Yeah.
And stuff with, what's-her-face, Lucy.
Yeah.
And shit. You know, the one that you kill in Revelations. I mean, and that really disappointed me too, because I thought she was going to be around for everything and shit. But apparently she would get in your way. What? That's some bullcrap. She's the one who got you out of Abstergo in the first place. So how is she going to get in your way? Yeah, that plot of the story never made sense.
I think he thought she was going to try to get knocked up. He was going to get stuck with child payments and shit. He's like, fuck this bitch.
And I'll just tell him that I saw a god that told me.
Yeah. And they believed his dumbass. Just saying.
Because he was a bartender, alright. He had a lot to lose with the child going.
Much more likely.
But then, you know, after Assassin...
Hey, yo! Shut the fuck up! VJ Lady?
But Assassin's Creed 3 is definitely on our list of biggest letdowns. Assassin's Creed 4, it wouldn't be fair to put it on the list, only because it's not even the same game. So, it was a pirate game, people just admit it.
It was still kind of a letdown.
Yeah,
They should have just called it Black Flag, not Assassin's Creed.
They had to stamp the name on there to give them something for the franchise, which I completely disagree with. Just putting out a game and saying, hey, it's this franchise. What the fuck?
No, it's not.
That's doing what Dynasty Warriors did not too long ago. They made a game called Dynasty Warriors, but there was nobody in the original story in the game. That's not Dynasty Warriors then. That made no sense to me. I was like, what the fuck? You just ruined your own franchise there. Not only that, but Capcom did the same thing with one of their... You know, all this goes on with how many companies have done that bullshit. They came out with a Fire Emblem for the Android and put the Fire Emblem name on there, and it was nothing like Fire Emblem. I want to fucking kill that bitch. What the hell is she doing?
I don't know.
I haven't fucking left off.
And then Ubisoft tried that shit again with Brothers in Arms.
You know, shit. They tried screwing
Oh,
us
well,
over.
no, it wasn't Ubisoft, though. Ubisoft was a publisher, because they'll publish anything. That was, it wasn't even Gearbox. That was a fucking subsect of Gearbox. I don't remember the name of it. They tried that shit. And then even Ubisoft said, fuck you, and they canceled it.
And they got Gearbox in there to actually make the new one, so.
Thank God.
So, you know, Ubisoft is taking steps in the right direction. And if you've seen the new Assassin's Creed gameplay, they're taking steps in the right direction for that as well.
It kind of brings back that old feel of what Assassin's Creed was.
You know, you have to look over your shoulder everywhere you go because people will notice you. And that's what Assassin's Creed was all about at first. You know, you were exiled from your community. Alright, they have wanted posters of you everywhere. You have to make sure that your notoriety is down in order for you to walk freely on the streets. And that's what this one's bringing back to you. You're not just able to go anywhere.
Yeah.
In Assassin's Creed 3, you could go anywhere. What the fuck?
And 4.
And 4, yes, and 4.
Just fucking walk in anywhere. Oh, everything's fine. This ain't GTA. It's Assassin's Creed. Damn.
But I never got why in the world they just stamped the name on there. It made no sense to me. Connor was such a unmemorable character. Like, I can go on days about how bad Connor was in this game. Alright, and all you people out there saying, oh, this was one of the best games of 2012. What the fuck were you smoking? First off, that was not. That was one of the most horrible games of 2012. Because if you would have actually played through Assassin's Creed 1 all the way through Revelations, I swear to God I want to kill that fucking bitch. But if you would have actually played through Assassin's Creed 1 through Revelations, you would have noticed a big difference in 3 compared to all the other ones. The way that they could have fixed it, take Connor out.
If you just played as Haytham
I know,
the whole time, everybody says that. If you just play as Haytham, the game would have been fine.
The game would have been amazing, because his father was fucking cool. So
the first, 6 missions were awesome, because you were playing as him and it was fine, and then you get to Connor and you're like, oh, this could be cool, and you play as a kid and it's fine. And you get to be Connor, and you're like, okay, it's kind of going downhill. And it goes on and on and on, and it just gets fucking boring.
And his voice acting was so horrible.
It was.
Too. Like, I don't even know if the guy really voiced it. I think they literally got a custodian and just told him, hey, could you say the words? Because it didn't even sound like an Indian at first. You know, like, Indians have that voice. Not like the ones from fucking India, but the Native Americans have that kind of voice that you recognize who they are.
Now, the one that played Connor as a kid was a real Native American, along with his mother and the whole fucking tribe. That was fine.
But then the adult
Connor,
version,
just Connor was the only one that wasn't fucking real. At least felt like it.
He was fake. God, I just want to fucking take her fucking little legs and break them.
Yeah, go!
But I think that the way that they could have fixed it was not to stamp the name Assassin's Creed on it, make it a different branch of the game.
Would have been fun.
It would have been great then. But they stamped the name on there, and they gave us something that they promised was going to be good, but it was horrible. It was complete bullshit. Especially the parts where you played as Mason. I hated those. Or Desmond.
Yeah.
Fuck me. I didn't ever
I'm Sturgo Mason. What do they need? Find it, Mason. Find out what they need. Whatever. Hudson?
Neo? We're mixing universes.
Everybody's there.
But and also another way that they could have, I guess, fixed it was maybe get a better voice actor for Connor.
Yeah.
That would have made Connor a memorable character, a better voice actor. That would have made him more memorable, and it would have made the game fun. The badass character in that game, which I hate to say, was George Washington. That was the badass character.
Yeah.
The voice actor.
Him and that other general, that guy was cool too.
Yeah,
The guy with the star. He was cool.
They both did very well at their voice.
Even the old guy was fucking better.
They both did very well at their voice acting jobs.
Yeah.
And yeah, the old guy was even good too.
I liked
him. But they stamped the name Assassin's Creed on it. I think that they made the game not meaning for it to be Assassin's Creed, but they stamped the name on it anyway.
And that's what ruined it. There's a lot of games that would have been fine if they didn't put a name on it. Like the Furious 4. It would have been fine if you didn't put Brothers in Arms on it. It would have sold well.
Oh, there you go. We can add that to the fucking list.
Yeah.
There you
Well,
go.
because it didn't even come out. It got fucking canceled.
Exactly.
But it could have come out if it would have just
tried to
called
stamp-
Furious 4.
They tried to stamp the name of something that it clearly wasn't.
Clearly.
I mean, you can't do that. It's kind of like the new fucking Call of Duty that's coming out.
Yeah.
You know, Advanced Warfare or something like that. Bullshit. Future something.
Future shit.
Future. Yeah, you're gonna be taking a future shit because you bought the game. Like, it's kind of like that situation right there. And this is a good song, people. Thank the Lord God she's inside. Okay, I swear I wanted to fucking break a little leg.
Well, and the new Medal of Honor would have been fine if it went called Medal of Honor. Would have been fine. Call it something else.
Because they literally ruined that franchise now. They made it tester games for fucking Battlefield.
Yeah.
I'm like...
And they made it a little too simulation. But Medal of Honor's not been that way. It's been a fun game. It's kind of like Call of Duty, just a little bit different. It's the game where you can kick the grenade. More games need to have that, by the way. Kick grenade. That's the best fucking option in there. I love that shit.
But if you remember Medal of Honor back in the old days, like whenever they were actually good, like 2005, I think was whenever they came out with Aerosol, right? Or
Airborne came out in 2007.
Oh yeah, it did. What was the one that came out in 2005?
That might have been Rising Sun, or no.
Yeah, it was. No, Rising Sun came out in 2003. The one after that one was
something Assault or something.
Fuck.
There's been a lot of Medal of Honors, people. A lot.
Yeah, there's been a lot. I remember playing the original one on the PS1.
Oh yeah.
But we can definitely add on fucking Medal of Honor. There you go.
The new ones.
The new ones.
Because they're shit. Well, they're not shit. They're good games, but it's not.
The old ones were fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like I had never seen a game like that in my entire life. One that put you straight into the action of World War II, straight into Nazi Germany.
And even back then, they gave you the freedom. It was kind of like Wolfenstein, I guess. You know, you could. Well, the new one. It was kind of like, you know, you could go guns blazing or stealth it. It's really up to you. It wasn't open world.
My dad plays the games right now and stuff, and he goes stealth most of the time. He doesn't like to raise a bunch of attention.
Right.
But you know, it gave you that freedom of choice, pretty much. The new ones give you set things of what you can do.
The new ones are Battlefield. It's exactly what they are. Just without the fun multiplayer. That's all it is.
Yeah, I know, and I was like, you know, they said, oh, Medal of Honor multiplayer's coming out. I was like, huh, maybe that'll be, you know.
And
nice.
I played it, and the gunplay's great, but it's fucking boring. It just is.
They don't have that many guns, first off. Not only that, but as we said, it was like a tester multiplayer for fucking Battlefield. Yeah. You don't do that to a well-known series.
Yeah, do it to a new one. Something else.
Yeah, don't stamp the name Medal of Honor on it. I mean, the campaigns were fine. I enjoyed the campaigns. But...
They shouldn't call it Medal of Honor.
No. Because it wasn't World War II, first off. And that's what Medal of Honor has been since they started.
Yeah.
Was World War II. You don't put them in the fucking future.
But even if they did, I still wouldn't mind it if it felt like Medal of Honor. Kind of like the new Call of Duty, like, you know, like Ghost. Ghost felt like Call of Duty. It was fine. And Modern Warfare 1 felt like Call of Duty. It was fine. I didn't mind it. I didn't give a fuck what time period it was.
Yeah, I know, and that's what they got, that beautiful limbo. You know, they got you caught up in that beautiful limbo.
Without your pine napping, you know, we need more limbo.
You're just like, huh? I can actually, you know, force my back in order to do this because it was good.
Yeah.
And I actually played through the rest of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 today with the cheats on, with some of the cheats on, because I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna have some fun.
Might as well.
And crap. If y'all didn't know, yes, Modern Warfare 1 did have cheats. They had COD Noir, which was black and white Call of Duty, which made it feel like you were in